Speaking of ebbs and flows, we don't know what the hell the ebbs and flows of this program is. Hour 2 begins right now.
On your mark, get set. Let's go.
Cause we take this job so serious.
All of it between two people and 4 nostrils. All of it was gone.
LeBron James is pure, unadulterated trash as a basketball player and has been for 20 years.
We don't want to see
that.
Wait a minute.
We don't want to see
the cap, bro.
Number 420. Why is El Jefe? Number 420.
I had to do it. Oh, man, I thought I missed it.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Hate you for that commercial, but I love you at the same time.
What? What'd I do?
I will pop you in your mouth. Not mouth. You know where I'm going. Not mouth. Mouth.
Oh, my.
Like the way some of these bronsexuals need to be socked in the mouth.
Oh, Lord.
I won't even have to ask what elicited that reaction.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, Lordy. So the Lakers got their first win of the year. You know, I'll speak on that later. I'll speak on that. We'll do that one later. Right now, there's a project I need to finish that I didn't get a chance to finish. It's my own phone. And it's my top 5 favorite World Series home runs. So, if you would, sir, give me my list.
I smell a list coming. Okay.
Yes, sir. Bring it.
All right.
So I posed a tweet and a question yesterday.
Okay.
What are your 5 favorite World Series home runs, considering we're in the World Series right now?
Mm-hmm.
I'll start with number 5. Let's go back to 2019.
Outside target, Chirinos, the pitch. Swinging a line drive, slice down the right field line toward the corner. Springer back, looking up, and this one is gone. It hits the foul pole, and the Nationals lead. Howie Kendrick has done it again. A slicing 2-run homer off the right field foul pole. Do you believe it, Howie Kendrick? Part 2.
Dave Jagler providing the call, and that was the difference.
One of the most clutch home runs ever hit, and that is not hyperbole.
No.
Top of 7 to Game 7.
Yep. All right. Number 4, let's go to 1988 in Los Angeles.
100 runs this year. And there's a drive to center. Back goes Shelby to the wall. It is gone. Grand slam home run for Jose Canseco.
And look where he hit it. Over the center field fence, a line drive. It didn't get up, it didn't get down, it just got out.
More from that game later. That, of course, was game 1.
That home run's never talked about.
Nope. Nope. It isn't. It isn't. At number 3, let's go to 1987 and the Metrodome.
He's loaded, 2 out, bottom of the 6th. Twins lead by 1. And Herbeck hits a high drive to deep center field. Mickey goes back. Grand slam.
Al Michaels delivered that call in 87, and I forgot Vin Scully did the job in 88 with the call before, and I mentioned Dave Jagler at number 5. Now we did not
see the Twins coming.
Mm-hmm.
We did not.
No one saw the Twins coming.
Yeah,
no one saw the Minnesota Twins coming. All right, We got a plethora at number 2. Let's start with this from 2005.
This is loaded, 2 out with Konerko up, and he rips one in the left. Konerko, grand slam.
And all of Houston was saying, ain't that a bitch?
Mm-hmm. That bat almost sounded like it splintered when he hit it out.
I thought it was going to break into 100 pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to break into 100 pieces. Let's stay in 2005. We know about that home run, but do y'all remember this one?
Podsednik hits one to deep right center field. Back at the wall. This ball is gone. Podsednik goes deep. His second home run of the postseason. And the White Sox win it 7-6.
I remember that one vividly because at the top of that inning, Vizcaíno had one of those pesky singles.
Yeah,
by the game
off of a premier closer in Bobby Jenks.
Off of Bobby Jenks. Yeah.
All right, let's. I have a tie at number 1. We're gonna stay at number 2. Let's go back to 1977.
Reggie Jackson. Long drive right field. Goodbye. A big World Series for Reggie Jackson, despite all the palaver about his discontent with Billy Mott as he comes up with his 3rd home run of the series. Quickly, the Yankees go ahead. Hard shot, right field, it's gone. Oh, what a World Series for Reggie Jackson. First pitch, right in his wheelhouse, is gone.
But wait, there's more.
Now well on his way to becoming the most valuable player in the 1977 World Series.
This one coming up is the best of the 3.
Go on to win. Reggie Jackson has seen 2 pitches in the strike zone tonight, 2, and he's hit them both in the seats.
He ain't hit this one in the seats.
Well, Reggie Jackson will see 3 pitches in the strike zone. And then this happens.
But he didn't hit this one in the seat.
What a blow! What a way to top it off! Forget about who the most valuable player is in the World Series.
And of course, Keith Jackson and Howard Cosell bringing the call for ABC Sports. And Keith was such an underrated baseball announcer, man.
Yeah, he was solid.
He was such an underrated baseball announcer.
No, of course, we were infants then.
Yes,
but when we were of age, I still remember him calling the '86 NLCS.
Mm-hmm.
And I've gained a profound respect for him listening to how he called that.
It's a right.
Wow.
Fast going back. It's gone. And you can hear the Southern twang.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's stay at number 2. Let's go to 2001. Courtesy of MLB.com.
And the scoreboard clock in left center field reads 12 o'clock. And for the first time in the history of baseball, this is November baseball.
A right-hander can go that right into right field. Jeter is great at that. So if Kim makes a mistake and gets a pitch up and away, Jeter might ride that pitch to the right field seats.
And the 3-2 pitch. Swung on a drill to right field. Going back Sanders on the track at the wall. See ya! See ya! See ya! A home run by Derek Jeter. He pumps his fist in the air as he rounded first. And the entire Yankee team mobs him at home plate. He is Mr. November.
Unfortunately, it did not.
It didn't end well. Nope, it didn't. Diamondbacks won that in 7 games. Now to the top spot. And I got a couple. Now, but first, Chris Dietz says, wait a minute, how can you have a World Series home run list without this?
Pitch on the way, a swing and a belt. Left field, way back. Blue Jays win it. The Blue Jays are World Series champions as Joe Carter hits a 3-run home run in the 9th inning, and the Blue Jays
have repeated as World Series champions. Touch them all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
The late, great Tom Cheek, voice of the Blue Jays for many years, brought that. But I have a counter to Mr. Dietz. How can you have a World Series home run list without this?
Eckersley working out of the stretch. Here's the 3-2 pitch and a drive into right field. Way back! It's ball! It's gone! This crowd will not stop. They can't believe the ending. And this time, mighty Casey did not strike out.
No, Mighty Casey did not strike out.
And look who's coming up.
Here's the great Vin Scully.
2-out, 9th inning. Not a bad opening act.
Crunch.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
Unbelievable! A home run for Gibson, and the Dodgers have won the game 5-4. I don't believe what I just saw.
Thank you, Jack Buck and Vin Scully. When I saw that home run, because I was a big Bash Brothers fan at the time, you know, Kirk Gibson strolling, okay, this is going to be an easy out. And then he hit that, and my dad looked at me, and I looked at him, and we both were uttering, what the just happened?
Here's the thing. So that home run, that's one of those that's one of those things where the story ties into the hit.
Yep.
Because you know they were saying that, because I remember hearing Vince Scully talk about it and Tommy Soto talk about it. They said,
there's no way
Gibson was taking he was taking cuts at the batting practice out in the dugout, and every time he swung, you heard him go, And I can't remember if he didn't believe he could actually be out there and Tommy convinced him, or if Kirk actually said
it
to
was
Tommy,
Gibson who said it was Gibson who said, the hell with it, I'll take a shot.
Okay.
That's that part of the story. It was Gibson said, the heck with this, I'll take a shot at it.
And that swing is probably one of the most legendary ever in baseball.
Oh man. No, I'm not going to replace Herbeck's home run. Herbeck's slam got the Twins even in 87. You know, Dietz just sent me a message saying replace Herbeck's slam with Puck. Oh, you know what?
What, Puck gets a 91?
Puck gets a 91, yeah. But I got to have Jack Buck's call to that. Matter of fact,
yeah.
I do have it.
And we'll see you tomorrow night.
Matter of fact, I'm going to play this audio-wise. Let me find it. There we go. I'm going to keep that home run for Ken Herbeck, but I'll add this one too.
Into deep left center for Mitchell, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
To see Herbeck flying around the bases. See Herbeck flying around the bases. Oh man, and Trisha Bray in the house with us. Hey Kings, how are you doing, Trish? Those are the top two, no questions asked. Dietz, you should have known I was going to have Touch 'em All Joe with Tom Cheek in the house. You should have known I was going to have that. Anyway, that's the list. Dear Laker fan, Yo Kang sucks. Next.
No.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson is brought to you by Penis Water for the ebbs and flows of life. Trust Penis 15 Water.
How the hell did you come up with that?
As soon as you had Bass cut it, as soon as you had him do the read, after he said water in that bit, I said, that's a commercial as soon as I can get my hands on the audio. All I needed was the right pictures, and I found them.
Oh man, support the show on Patreon, patreon.com/SIT morning, and pick up the podcast wherever your podcasts are available. Along with Cole Johnson, I'm the Snowman, and oh Lordy. Penis water.
Yeah.
Penis 15 water for the ebbs and flows of life.
Oh, such a tag team effort.
Yes.
Chris,
every time Bass says something, it's gold.
Mm-hmm. He comes up with the concept. Ryan writes the copy.
And I record it.
You recorded it, and I produced the commercial. I'm like, man, yeah, okay. So, yeah, there you go.
We circled the bases with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, give it to me.
The utter blasphemy. Giannis losing by 30 in the game, 7 and 80. They started the first round and beat your children from the whole crowd, and 7 getting carried to a conference finals conference MVP. All playoffs along in New York is getting by the first round, but no, it's not about that. It's about the following. Ladies and gentlemen, LeBron James is still the best basketball player in the world.
I only have one response, and it's this. Who told this lie? Oh my gosh. But I will save the rest of it for Wednesday, because I can hear whys in my head right now. I can hear whys in my
the penis one of hot dogs are sold out in all in ATL. That's hilarious, Lavaris.
Lavaris, you have no sense whatsoever. None.
The Penis 15 Look, Aunt Tricia, I put forth something that I thought would sort of calm us all down, and then
baloney.
And then
you knew your purpose when you calm us all down. Don't you ever lie to me like that again.
The base after I did the technical difficulties one, he covered with penis water 15. I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, the lies. Oh no.
She knows.
Oh no, there were no lies. No lies told.
And you can't tell that lie with that smile and that laugh.
I did not.
I told you if I ever have an opportunity to say that to you, I'm gonna say it to you like I say it to my children.
Oh Lord!
Oh, no lies told. And yet his grin is from here to Houston, Texas.
Oh Lord! And then his video. Stop the lies. To the cap. Stop the cap. Stop lies. Stop the lies. Stop the lies, bro. Stop the cap.
Matter of fact, do this the right way. Stop the cap.
Oh, stop the cap. Stop the lies. Stop the cap. Stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap.
I mean, you didn't hear anything else. But clear as a bell, you hear why I say, stop the lies. Stop the cap.
And that's what you going, wait a minute, and Bass going, nope. I didn't hear that as clear as a bell, but I heard Wise grinning from ear to ear saying, stop the lies, stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap, stop the lies.
Oh Lord.
Oh, Lord. This just in. Club Shay Shay has signed a 6-year, $15 million partnership deal with Penis 15 Water. Andrew, that was a Victor Locke special. Andrew says that's a perfect sponsor for Club Shay Shay.
Can I get the technical difficulties commercial, please?
Oh, yes. I think it is time that we do unveil that again because, yeah.
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. The host needs to collect himself for a moment or two. Please stand by. The host simply can't believe how people can be such dolts and idiots. Please stand by. We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming, already in progress.
And from that, the Penis
I
Water
needed
15
that.
commercial was born.
I
Yeah,
needed
you needed that.
I needed that. The Club Shay Shay comment. I needed that.
That was a Victor Locke special.
Yes, indeed.
And Andrew on top of it said that's a perfect sponsor for Club Shay Shay.
Yes, it is.
And LeVar's, he said, I'm scared of Shannon Sharp. His suit jackets be tucked in his pants.
You know what?
Not the suit jacket.
His suit jackets. And Shannon's what, 6'4"?
Yeah.
He tucked his suit jackets in his pants like he tucked his football jersey in his pants.
Mm-hmm.
That should tell you everything you need to know. All right, there's a new segment that's going to debut right now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. Because Mr. Thomas Edward Brady Jr., you are due for
on your mark, get set, cook.
That's right, sir. This is your reality check. Now, on August, you celebrated your 45th birthday. And this should be a joyous time in your life. This is a prime time in your life. It should be. Because you would have amassed 7 Super Bowl rings. You would have been sailing off to the sunset. And you would have been able to live off of your wife's paycheck. Because even with as much money as you have made in the NFL, she still has made more money than you. And still does. So you had the opportunity to live the life.
Repeat that fact again.
Oh, even with all the money that you have amassed, Mr. Brady, your wife still, and she still is your wife, still has earned more than you.
Uppercut.
And still has earned more than you. So you had no reason, no rationale, and no excuse to even want to set foot on an NFL field, because here's where the reality check comes into play. Now, I'm sure you said, sir, to your wife that, yeah, about a certain time, I will call it quits and we can do what we plan to do for the rest of our lives. I'll spend time with the children. I'll spend time with you. And you wouldn't have to worry ever again about me being hit on the turf, getting injured. That wouldn't be a concern. But you thought differently, didn't you, Mr. Brady? Because you, I think you were about 41 when you said this. You uttered, quote, I will quit and retire when I suck. Close quote. Well, sir, sometimes you have to find another reason and another avenue as to when to retire. And not when you suck is one of them. It has to be when you want to spend time with the most precious people in your life. Now it looked really cute 2 years ago when in your first year as a Buck, you got a chance to shove it in your former head coach's face in Bill Belichick, because everybody was saying that, yeah, Tom was good for Bill was good for Tom, but Bill influenced Tom more than the other way around. You wanted to show everybody that it wasn't him, that it was you. And you got a chance to do it. And not only did you get a chance to do it, in your run to that Super Bowl ring, you beat a Taylor Heineke-led Washington club. Then you retired Drew Brees, and after which you play football, you throw the football around with his children. Then the next week, you and I hate to say it this way, but I will say it in this way. You thankfully took out Mr. Iohashka at his own pad. And you did that, and you went and you hugged your boys. And you cradled your girl. And it looked all wonderful. And then 2 weeks later, you went back to Tampa. You win the Super Bowl for the 7th time in your career. And you get the hug and the kiss from Giselle. And you get the accolades and the attaboys and the hugs from all of your family members. Probably even your father gave you a kiss. Who knows? In that regard, who cares? But what I'm saying a reality check is necessary for you to actually get is this. You promised your wife that after last year, you would hang it up. No matter if you won the Super Bowl or not, you'd call it quits. You had the golden opportunity to ride out on the sunset. Because even if you were to have lost in the playoffs, you still were 1 year removed from winning your 7th Super Bowl. But you had to be greedy, right? It took you 5 weeks, not even a full off season, 5 weeks of honey-do lists, of the children getting on your last nerve, of you looking so out of place it's not even funny, for you to say, you know what? I'd rather have a 300-pound defensive lineman breathe down my neck than to fetch for my wife's laundry at the dry cleaner. And because of that, Giselle said, sucker, bye. Because she realizes that you love football more than you love her. So kudos, sir. I'm glad that you love something more than Giselle. Unfortunately, Giselle realizes that. And now you have finalized divorce papers. And oh, by the way, the fact that you can't really bond with your team because you felt as though football hasn't really let go of you just yet. You're making your team look horrible because they're now at a 3-5 start. You know, all because you missed a week and a half of preseason, and you play and you get one less day a week of practice. One set of rules for you, another set of rules for the other 52 players on the team. Now, do you think a championship ball club can be had with that type of setting? I don't think so.
Hell nope.
And more importantly, you know it doesn't happen. But this is what you wanted. This is what you got. And now you will have a football team that doesn't like you, a wife that can't stand you. And I pray to God this does not happen to you, but I think you're on your road of having it happen. Just like with your baby mama, Bridget Monahan, with the daughter that you had with her, or the son, I'm sorry, that you had with her. Your children might not like you either. So, for you being the greatest quarterback of all time in NFL history,
lies,
you now have to show for it absolutely bupkis. You can throw all the rings on your fingers all you want. But the wife and the children mean much more than any one of those rings, let alone all 7. So be happy being the god to every one of these fans that really don't matter to you.
Lies.
What you are is a dog to the one person that you could not keep a promise to.
Stupid.
Even though you have entertained me by shoving it in my boss's face because she can't stand you, and I told her as soon as retirement was on the table for you, I said he's not going to retire. And sure as heck, whenever you came back, she uttered a whole lot of obscenities that I can't say here. But that pretty much was her language toward all of us for about an hour. That she found that you were not retiring, or that you were unretiring. Well, I'm glad that you unretired. Unfortunately, though, when you do retire, and then you go to be this glorified color man for the next 10 years for Fox, I hope that gives you comfort, because I guarantee you that comfort would be mighty cold.
Dumbass Tom Brady.
Oh, Lord.
Here's my championship ring. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Lavaris, I love you for this. We are not worthy. We are.
And I will not disagree with that. I will not disagree with any syllable or any letter in that sentence.
Hell nope. I won't either.
Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that.
Because Joe Montana is the greatest quarterback to ever play the game. Now, this is nothing against those who preceded him, but I got into football in 1981.
Mm-hmm.
And in 1981, I got introduced to Joe Montana.
Well, we all pretty much did.
Now, Tom Brady, since you can't erase 3 Super Bowl losses, let me show you what a Super Bowl walk-off win is. And it's this.
Rice has just set a Super Bowl record with 12 catches. He's in motion. Montana, touchdown, John Taylor.
Let me answer a question for Dietz. So the Bucs failures are Tom Brady's fault. Do stats matter? According to these Tom sexuals, yes.
The Bucs failures are not all his fault, but it's plenty of it is, though.
Yep. He gets the finger. He gets the finger pointed at who cares? Leads the league in passing yards. What is his team's record? Since y'all want to do that for Montana, since y'all want to do that for MJ, since y'all want to do that for every other great player.
Okay. So all right. Mr. Dietz, I'll put it to you this way. 9 touchdowns and 1 interceptions. I see 3 wins and 5 losses. And who was the starting quarterback in all 8 of those games?
Mr. Brady.
And who practices 1 less day a week?
Mr. Brady. Mr. Brady.
And who missed valuable time in the preseason and making sure that everybody could be in lockstep, considering that there was going to be a couple of players that were not going to be on the team?
That's Mr. Brady.
So, yes, Todd Bowles deserves some blame, and some of the other players deserve some blame, but you darn tootin' number 12 deserves plenty of that blame too.
And this is my partner's response to all of that.
Tiger uppercut.
Because he delivered a bunch of
Tiger uppercut
in the reality check. Tom Brady, the greatest. Yeah, right. Listen, I just used one of your arguments, sir. Until you can erase 3 Super Bowl losses, shut up.
Thank you. And I've been saying that. Erase those 3 L's in the Super Bowl, then I will call Tom Brady the best quarterback to ever play in the NFL. Since that won't ever happen,
nope,
I won't ever call him that.
As far as I'm concerned, Montana gave me the best walk-off present in a Super Bowl when he hit John Taylor for the game.
And this is, and to me, Tom Brady is it's his football equivalent to Yo Kang. Because
say that again, please.
Tom Brady is the NFL equivalent to Yo Kang, because he will amass 100,000 yards passing in a career.
Next stat, please.
7 Super Bowl championships.
And
most wins ever for a quarterback in NFL history. Oh, most playoff wins ever for a quarterback in NFL history. Look, I'm not saying that those aren't spectacular. Yeah, it is spectacular, but he does have 3 times where he came up short in the biggest game of the year. And there's a quarterback that never did. So
Dietz is saying
you tripping
by saying how many underdog wins does Joe Montana have in the Super Bowl? That should tell you everything you need to know, because for Montana to be favored in every Super Bowl that he played basically says he's the best to ever do it in the game.
Why does that even matter? This is a similar type of argument framed for when people do Jordan versus Yo Kang. And we hear that all the time. Jordan was favored in every final series because he was playing against milkmen and garbage men. Meanwhile, LeBron played against super team after super team after super team. You go to the game, you go there to win it. And if you win it, cool. If you lose it, oh well.
Okay, I'm going to cook on a subject you asked me to cook on some time back. There was an argument floating out there that said MJ never defeated anybody in his prime. Let me think.
Bitch, are you for real?
Isaiah Lord Thomas III swept him in 91. Thomas's age at the time, 30.
Only 3 weeks beyond. He celebrated his 30th birthday 3 weeks before. I know that because his birthday is near mine.
Irvin Magic Johnson, the only rookie, not Jordan, not Yo Kang especially, to win finals MVP as a rookie. The age where he did that, 20. The year where he did that, 1980. Jordan beat him in 5 games in the World Championship Series. Magic Johnson's age at the time, 31.
31. Would have celebrated his 30. He would celebrate his 32nd birthday that August. Yeah.
Let's see. Clyde the Glide Drexler, who many people said after Detroit beat them in the finals in 1990 that they would never get back. And in 1992, there were the Portland Trailblazers. After a 6-game conquest of the Utah Jazz in the Western Conference Finals, MJ took care of him in 6 games, with the 6-game win being in Chicago Stadium. Drexler's age at the time, 30.
Actually, 29.
29. Thank you.
Yeah, he celebrated his 30th birthday right after the finals.
Let's see. There's Sir Charles, who was elected the MVP for the 92-93 season. Jordan took him down in his prime in 6 games. Then there's 1996. Gary Payton and Sean Kemp were taken down before their prime.
Or at the
precipice.
Yeah, or at the precipice of their prime, because Kemp was 27 and Payton was 28.
28. The only one he didn't take down in the midst of their prime was Karl Malone, and that's because Karl Malone was drafted the same year. Michael Jordan was drafted.
Yeah.
So screw the argument of Jordan never took anyone down in his prime, because he did. And then there was
and then there was players he did not face in the finals that he took down in their prime.
Like Mark Price and Brad Daugherty.
Right. Multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Like Patrick Ewing. Multiple times.
Like Reginald Miller.
A couple of times too.
Mm-hmm. So bronsexuals, don't ever make the argument that Jordan never took anyone down in his prime, because he did. Beat the bad boys. He beat the bad boy. Jordan's Bulls beat the bad boys in the midst of their prime. Stupid.
See,
because Isaiah Thomas was 30, Joe Dumars was 28.
Yeah, he was younger. Yeah, and people have this misnomer that when the Bulls beat the Pistons were old men. They were like what the bulk of the Showtime Lakers in age was besides Magic.
Mm-hmm.
And the Celtics were. They thought that the Pistons were, they're all in their mid to latter 30s. They were at the end. No, it was the fact that their play was punishing. The Pistons bad boy era play was punishing. It was so punishing that to them, they went to 5 straight conference finals at least. And that wore on them. But just going that long away on any team, that wore on them. And you had a team in the Bulls that were younger, they were hungrier, and they now had an understanding of how to beat them.
What can you
do to that?
Let me think of something. James Buddha Edwards, who was in his 13th season out of Washington. Bill Laimbeer was in his 10th season out of Notre Dame, but they were both very seasoned. Besides, James Buddha Edwards started his career with the Phoenix Suns.
Yep.
Oh, and by the way, the last championship Buddha Edwards won? Who did he win it with?
Was it the Bulls?
Yep.
Yes, I thought.
1997.
Yeah.
Oh boy. And Matt Gukas, Steve Kerr, reminiscent of John Paxson in 93. And John Paxson stupidly left this man. Stupid. Well, speaking of stupid, DJ Moore, you're next.
Oh my gosh.
After the break.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Well, official SIT Morn is the ID that you need, my beautiful Dr. K, along with Cole Johnson, Snowman here with you. And what the hell happened in Atlanta? What in the Vita Blue, yellow-bellied, red-blooded hell happened in Atlanta? I mean...
All right, so to set the table and stage.
Please do.
All right, so the Panthers go up. What was it? 28-24 with 3 minutes ago.
Yep.
3 minutes ago. 1 minute later, the Falcons
literally
1 minute later. Yeah. Falcons scored a 50-yard touchdown to go up 31-28. And then they tack on a field goal
to make it 34-28.
Which then sets the stage for a play that happened within 30 seconds of the of regulation being over, where PJ Walker does a great job scrambling to his left, and they are at their own 38, and he in the air launches a 65-yard bomb to the waiting arms and hands of DJ Moore for a beautiful touchdown. Now, you'd say, okay, the score now is tied 34, right?
Mm-hmm.
All they have to do is kick an extra point and the Panthers win the game, right? You're correct. The only problem is Mr. Moore decided to take his helmet off in celebration. Now, for those who don't understand what I mean and why that's so egregious, you remember back in the mid-90s when Emmitt Smith would take off his helmet after he would score touchdowns and and he would celebrate? Well, yeah. The NFL and the Shield, the NFLP and the Shield got together and they said, okay, this will be a penalty if you were to take your helmet off and field in excess celebration. Well, there was a game roughly, I think, 20-ish or almost 20-ish years ago. The Chiefs at the Browns. The Chiefs were the Chiefs were down
0-2. Yep.
0-2. 20 years ago. The Chiefs were down, I think it was 39-37.
Yes.
And the Chiefs had the ball about around midfield. And Rudd had a sack, but it was a fumble. It was recovered by the Chiefs. They ran it up the field. I forgot where the Chiefs was tackled.
It was
in the midst of the play, while the play was still going on, Dwayne Rudd, the linebacker of the Browns and was of the Vikings before, took off his helmet and threw it in celebration
while the play was
still
in motion.
Yeah. So, of course, that was a penalty, 15 yards. Marched the Chiefs to a makeable field goal. They win the game 40-39. DJ Moore takes his helmet off in the midst of the celebration. Now, you're not supposed to do that because you get penalized 15 yards. So the somewhat makeable 33-yard extra point now turns into a 48-yard extra point.
And he blew it.
Which was shanked. Now,
Eddie Pinheiro, I see why the Bears let him go. Eddie Pinheiro shanked the extra point and shanked the winning field goal.
Not only shanked the winning field goal, he shanked the winning field goal that was 33 yards
in overtime.
So he actually shanked a extra point length field goal in overtime. The Falcons went on to kick the field goal to win it 37-34.
And here is Wes Durham with the call.
Snap spot. Here's Koo for the win. Kick is away and drive home safely. Young Wei Koo from 41 yards wins the ball game. Arthur Smith and Atlanta are 4-4.
And they're in first place in the NFC South.
What this is, you want to know how much
the hell did that happen?
You want to know how much a boneheaded play can penalize the team? If DJ Moore does not take off his helmet, more than likely, that extra point will be made from 33 yards because they don't sit. If memory serves it correct, they don't sit extra points to one hash or the other. They sit in the middle of the field.
Yep.
So more than likely, that extra point would have been made. And if that were to be the case, and if the Panthers were to have won that game, all four teams in NFC South would have been tied at 3-5. Even in the midst of the hot garbage of a season that the Panthers have had, guess who would hold the tiebreaker on all of them?
I'd have been Carolina.
Because they have already beaten the Saints, they've already beaten the Bucks, and they would have beaten the Falcons. But
no.
Moore had other bright ideas. And yes, you could say Eddie Pinheiro did too, but definitely DJ Moore had other bright ideas.
All right. I gotta give Paul Allen some love. Fabulous voice of the Vikings had this touchdown call yesterday.
Empty backfield. Nope. Now Madison heads to the backfield. Cousins shotgun. Short drop. Throws right. And caught. Touchdown! K.J. Osborne has given the Minnesota Vikings a 34-26 lead.
And also, darn it, the screen just changed on me again. I hate when that happens. Courtesy of KFAN, and also we go to WIP in Philadelphia. Here's Merrill Reese and AJ Brown.
Hurts takes it. He fakes. He's back. He's looking. He is going deep for AJ Brown, who leaps, comes down with the football. It's a touchdown.
And that's one. Here's the second one.
Hurts takes the snap. He's back. He lets it fly. He is going deep, and it is caught for a touchdown. AJ Brown.
Touchdown number 2 on the day. AJ Brown's on a fade route. When you get to this end of the field, you've got to watch that in single coverage. And this ball comes right down the chimney, just on his outside shoulder, exactly where you want to throw the football.
And here is the triple play.
Hurts looks, fakes, still looking. He is going deep down the far side, and it is A.J. Brown again Another touchdown. 29 yards.
Boom.
And that was A.J. Brown's triple play. But for our call of the day, presented by Cricket, it's all about CMC. Here's number one.
Kittle is inside of Ayuk, right? They motion McCaffrey, backwards pass to McCaffrey, and he's going to throw downfield wide open. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown! San Francisco! He can run, he can catch, fire! Christian McCaffrey can throw!
That's one. That made it 7-7, 14-10 Rams when McCaffrey strikes again.
In the gun, McCaffrey left. They motion McLeod to the left inside of Ayuk. Kittle and Willie Snead are right. Now they go empty, and McCaffrey goes right. It is Garoppolo looking. Garoppolo under pressure, throws to the back of the end zone. Caught by Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown! CMC!
Dynamite!
The 49ers have the lead.
And they extended it because Christian McCaffrey said, I'm not done yet.
First and goal, 1 yard line. Garoppolo in the shotgun. McCaffrey to his right. They're going to give it to McCaffrey coming left. McCaffrey, touchdown! San Francisco! He has thrown one. He has caught one. He has run one. He can do it all.
And our calls of the day brought to you by Cricket Wireless, the official wireless carrier of Snowman in the Morning and the SDM Sports Radio Network. Something very interesting, as I mentioned earlier in the show. That's the first time that triple play has happened since 2005. The great LaDainian Tomlinson did the thing for the, San Diego Chargers. Not the Los Angeles Chargers. Not the Los Angeles Angels, the San Diego Chargers, damn it. And then George the Animal Kittle decided to finish it off.
Garoppolo under center, 3, 2, 1. Ayuk in motion. It's a roll for Jimmy left, looking for McCaffrey. Take it away. We'll throw for the back of the end zone. Caught by George Kittle. Touchdown! San Francisco!
And that was that. 31-14 was the final. Thank you to KNBR, flagship station of the 49ers, and Greg Papa and company delivering the call. Tonight, Game 3 of the World Series, 8:07 first pitch from Philadelphia. I might do a live call on that instead of this Battle of Ohio. That's supposed to be Monday Night Football.
The Browns had to crap it up.
See, I don't mind the Bengals.
I like the Bengals.
Joe Burrow. I love his receiving core. But who put this schedule together? We got a few minutes left. Who put this schedule together? Who decides who's going to crap it up on Monday Night Football, or for that matter, Thursday Night Football?
What I found funny is that most of the slate for October's primetime games were horrible.
They all sucked.
And it was.
I'll put it plainly for you. They all sucked.
They were horrible. I'm like, you mean to tell me that you all thought these games would be captivating in any way, shape, form, or fashion? Who? And Hawk TV, I'm not saying this to be a slight toward you. I'm saying there's a slight toward the Bears, really. Who thought that seeing Washington and Chicago play was going to be interesting?
I was asleep.
Who thought, and this is not a slight to the Colts, who thought that the Colts and the Broncos would be interesting?
My wife went to bed early.
Thank you. And she's a diehard Colts fan.
She's a diehard Colts fan.
And the Colts won that game. And she went to bed early.
And she came in. We both left the family room at halftime. I came here to my office to set up for Friday's show. She walked right around here, gave me a kiss, and said, "Babe, I'm going to bed. I'm not going to make it through the rest of the game." Turns out I didn't either.
Yeah. And then the Saints Cardinals. Look, congrats that they actually scored over 70 points.
There were actually 76 points in that game.
But still, about watching either one of those. That's my point. and those are the Thursday night games that I just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of clunkers on Monday night too. That was in October. And I'm like, I don't get it.
Which is why Halloween is in October. That should explain all of
And
that.
unfortunately, tonight's game is going to be a clunker, even if it's close.
Tonight's game is a clunker. It's the Battle of Ohio because you have one team that's on the rise in Cincinnati, and then you have the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
You have one team that is defending an AFC championship. The other team's the Cleveland Browns.
Mm-hmm.
One team that actually can have a running game, an effective running game,
and don't use it.
That's what gets Cleveland Browns.
The Browns frustrate me because they, and I'm not even talking about the Deshaun Watson thing.
The Browns make me laugh.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about the Deshaun Watson thing. I mean, they have the pieces that they have the pieces that they could put together and actually be a winning team, but they decide that they just want to be a team that just doesn't give a crap on the field, and you could see it.
It's obvious.
It's up with. I was like, what is up with you guys?
Victor
Listen, you don't have no pride, none, zero.
Victor Locke wants to pay you some homage. That was a great panel Friday night.
Oh, thank you guys.
Absolutely fabulous.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you, brother.
I was flipping between that and a couple of high school games I was watching, but I did see that panel.
Mm-hmm.
I did see that panel. Where's the Washington call? Unless it's Frank Herzog saying touchdown Washington Redskins, I'm not interested.
But I will say this. About your Commanders Hawk TV.
They showed some resolve.
I like the direction they're going because I have said this. I've said this since he actually started for them 2 years back. That team should want to have Taylor Heineke lead it,
and they better keep it that way.
Yeah,
Victor,
they look like a much better team with Taylor Heineke quarterback.
And it's the Cleveland Elves.
Okay. Oh yes, let me see. Is that game in Cleveland?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's another thing. We could see that ugly Brownie the Elf tonight.
I'm not going to see it.
Well, you're right. I'm not either, really.
I'm going to be in Philadelphia.
I should be seeing. I might be seeing a movie. I might be seeing a couple of BTS songs and then go to sleep.
Yeah, that may be me too. As much as I want to see Game 3 of the World Series,
I want to see that too, but I know
my body may not make it.
Yeah, I know my body won't.
My body may not make it.
But thank you, Victor. I appreciate the love, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
You had a fabulous panel on Friday. That was absolutely fabulous. Check out the Revelations channel if you didn't see it. And a great job with the penis water commercial.
Thank you.
It's going to be, that's a feature all week. That's a feature all week. Oh, Lavaris, you are not right.
He says, I would rather watch Woman King torture either way. Lavaris, I wish you could be on him more often, brother. You keep dropping some gems up here in this chat, man.
Lavaris,
every time you keep dropping chats. You keep dropping bombs in this chat.
Lavaris, the next time you're in the chat with us, you're bringing your ass up here on the panel with us.
Oh my gosh, you talk a lot of trash. I love it.
He says, I never thought Russell Wilson would be this bad. Me neither.
Most people, and to your serious point here, bro, most people didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Most people didn't think he was going to be this bad. And it almost lends itself to you thinking, wow, was he part of the system? Or
and then there were those ugly ass orange helmets. Oh, those orange jerseys and helmets. You talk about torture.
Oh, you're talking about the Bears.
Mm-hmm. You talk about torture.
I don't understand why the Bears wanted to have that combination. It's bad enough they already had those orange jerseys, even with their normal navy helmets.
No,
but the orange helmet too.
One more comment from Victor.
An update. The deal between Club Shay Shay and Penis 15 Water has changed. It's now 20-year, $90 million in honor of their king.
We're out of here.
Snowman in the morning.
No. Oh, no.
15 water. Now in blueberry and strawberry flavor.
I borrowed from Chris Bass. Hell nope. Not hell no. Hell nope.
Oh, my gosh.
And I have my wife saying that now. Thank you, Chris Bass. Hell nope. All right. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember,
if your dreams don't scare you, then they're just simply not big enough.
Dream big, do bigger, and watch the penis water, will you please? We're out of here. Wait. Before we get out of here, don't watch the Battle of Ohio tonight. It's a clunker. It stinks. And you will lose you will lose all rights to your television if you turn that game on. Now we're out of here. See you tomorrow.
Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson is brought to you by Penis Water for the ebbs and flows of life. Trust Penis 15 Water.